Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the channel. This is Akram Shaban. I hope all of you guys are doing great. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever you guys are. Currently, there's have been news going on currently. So especially what happened to Bitcoin yesterday and before yesterday. Bitcoin going to $110,000, and now it's currently kind of backtracked a little bit to 107,000. But it was a milestone that Bitcoin hit. But other than that, there's more news into that. So let's just get right into it. XRP is currently at $2.46, and we have also Stellar XLM 28 cents, and Hedera is on 19 cents. All right, so what's going on with news? So Versan has this out on his post. All USD is what happens when the Treasury, the Fed, and Ripple speak the same language. Told you. Take a listen.
Is getting at. It increases dollar demand, increases the demand for U.S. treasuries, and it in turn lowers U.S. borrowing costs.
I believe that stablecoins in particular give us a real opportunity to maintain dollar dominance across the globe. We've talked a little bit about use cases, and as a policymaker in general, I might not be concerned about the way that someone in Mexico, Panama, Peru, Nigeria, or another location is engaged in transactions. But what we actually see is when Stripe has a neobank in Mexico or Bridge is used to distribute payments to workers across Latin America, that actually strengthens the U.S. dollar. Would you agree? Can you comment on that briefly?
Yes, I think it strengthens the U.S. in two ways. One, many of the companies engaged in the activity you're describing are themselves American businesses, and so they become stronger. But secondly, and I think this is what your question is getting at, it increases dollar demand, increases the demand for U.S. treasuries, and it in turn lowers U.S. borrowing costs.
I believe that stablecoin.
All right, as you guys can see and heard, this is definitely true. Also, with this post right here that Versan had, this was on April 10. And a lot of people giving him shit over what he's been saying and saying that it's all like bullshit. But here, I'm just going to tell you what happened here, because on this post, he said, turns out that the U.S. Treasury has been working directly with Ripple to use the AllUSD stablecoin as a vehicle to expand digital dollars global reach, while creating new demand for U.S. Treasuries to control liquidity within the XRP ecosystem. People gave him a lot of shit for this, and I could definitely see why. But when this came out, he put it out and he showed proof that this is actually happening. I mean, of course, a lot of people talk shit and just want to reject information that they don't know more of, especially, you know, stealing Versan's, reports, and people just taking his reports and putting up breaking or some shit like that and saying, oh, breaking, this happened, when it's already been happening and it's already been posted and reported by us. So it's kind of funny how people just do this type of things for clicks. All right, moving on right here. This is by Jungle Incorporation Crypto News. Trillions overnight flowing to RLUSD and XRP. White House crypto Cesar says stablecoin bill will unlock trillions for U.S. Treasury. And that is true. That is definitely true. All right, moving on. This is one of the things I've been seeing here by Flare. XRP holders, have you heard of FXRP? So, of course, as you guys know, and some of you guys who has been watching our content, but for the new people here, Flare is complementing XRP and they're working together as well. So as you guys can see, this is good for XRP holders, and Flare is a big asset to have. I'm not saying this is a financial advice. I'm just saying what is going on currently. All right, and I'm not your financial advisor at all. So as you guys can see, Flare is doing some crazy moves, especially with the XRP ecosystem protocol. Moving on, the crypto Basic XRP army uncovers Ripple's hidden road link to $11 trillion U.S. Treasury clearing network. Take a look at this. As you guys can see, Government Securities Division, GSD netting members. And yeah, effective with trade date Friday, March 14, 2025. So this has been out, but as if this happened, and the U.S. Treasury and the stablecoin bill that came out. So this is definitely a move. Really, really, really good. All right. Moving on. Smoke Dog. Yes, BlackRock is closely watching Ripple and versus SEC case. This is documented. And also you guys can see here as well, BlackRock brought up the example of SEC suing Ripple. Here, let me just show you. There we go. This is amazing information that we see here currently. So, yep, BlackRock brought up some example of this SEC suing Ripple and executives over the sales of XRP. Normally, what actually happened as well with tokenization and on my previous video that BlackRock was having, they had a roundtable with the SEC crypto task force currently before recently. And then they went to the ceremony in Saudi Arabia, which is, Larry Fink was there and discussed tokenization with King Mohammed bin Salman. So this is crucial information. And of course, again, BlackRock is holding off on XRP ETFs filing. So they're just playing the game, playing the waiting game. But as of what we're seeing, they're really closely watching the Ripple SEC case. Moving on, Versan says this: when liquidity dries up and debt peaks, the world won't be looking for yield. It will be looking for rails. XRP is that rail. The market just hasn't priced that in yet. So this is definitely true by Versan. All right, this is from Cointelegraph. Everybody's posting this now. It's pretty important to see this, as this is the genius bill that has just passed for stablecoin regulation. So the U.S. Senate has officially advanced the genius bill for consideration. So I want you guys to take a listen.
The yeas are 69, the nays are 31. The motion is agreed to.
Mr. President.
The majority leader.
Mr. President, I call up my amendment number 222.
Sorry, hold on a second, Mr. Majority Leader. The clerk will report the measure, please.
Calendar number 66, S1582, a bill to provide for the regulation of payments, stablecoins, and for other purposes.
All right.
The yeas are 60.
I rest my case. You guys know what this means. I need to speak about it no more. Moving on. Versan as well says this and puts out this video by Jim Rickards. I don't know if you guys know James Rickards. Yep. The guy with the Ice 9 and yep. So he says XRP offers what the dollar no longer can: neutral settlement, global reach, no politics. Take a listen.
That's why it's time for Petrodollar Accord 2.0. Let's get back to where we were, and that's one of the reasons the president is in Saudi Arabia meeting with MBS. So, yeah, but you're right, Steve, but the amount of Chinese yuan that the Saudis took for oil is minuscule relative to the overall market, and they don't want the yuan. Like, what are you going to do with the yuan? I mean, buy some Chinese manufactured goods, fine, they don't even need that many. But this is the Saudis' way and the Emirates' way of signaling the United States, hey, you better get back to being our friend. You better get back to giving us a security umbrella, and you better get back to maintaining the value of the dollar. And then we'll, as I say, that's why I call it Petrodollar 2.0. It does need refreshment. It was never a treaty, by the way. It was a memo, which at least at the time was classified. I think that's ever been repealed. But you don't need a treaty. You just need a firm handshake, and they can trust Trump. That's why it's time.
That's it. That's definitely what happened also during that ceremony as well. So with the Middle East, so it's part of the business as well. So especially with tokenization and crypto that is happening and XRP, this is potentially beautiful. What is it called? it's like an opportunity for all countries to contribute with this blockchain protocol technology called XRP, and whatever comes with it and follows it. So this is definitely crucial, and what James Rickards definitely said was definitely true. All right, moving on. Paul Baron. Breaking as Japan sells U.S. Treasury to defend the yen. Foreign demand for U.S. debt will accelerate a shift in Treasury ownership from sovereigns and to private stablecoin issuers. Okay, now this is also links with RLUSD. So yeah, sovereigns to private stablecoin issuers. The balance of power in global finance may be tilting toward crypto-backed reserves, USDC, Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP. While the Genius Act is critical, that's what we were just talking about. More news on this today. Ripple is making aggressive moves to acquire Circle, the USDC issuer. If successful, Ripple could control 2 of the largest treasury-backed stablecoins, potentially making it one of the largest private holders of US government debt. So, as you guys can see as well, this is definitely some news here, and total holdings of US Treasury bonds, Japan. So yeah, just so you guys can see, this is a stable coin Genius Act that is passed and is critical, and definitely they're not saying any words, but they know it is XRP stablecoin RLUSD by Ripple. All right, moving on. Versan again put this out. Ripple didn't just create a stable coin. They launched RLUSD as a Trojan horse for dollar interoperability. If you understand RLUSD, you see the bigger play. The US is anchoring its monetary system on chain through tokenized debt, and XRP is the bridge. Here, take a listen.
Can I ask you what the stablecoin would do for our financial system?
Well, certainly it puts our financial system and our payment system more specifically into the modern times. What we rely upon today was designed in the 70s and 80s. This is a chance to completely modernize our payment system to make sure that the innovation that's happening around the entire industry stays here in America. And importantly, Stuart, because the stablecoin is dollar denominated, that will perpetuate the dollar's position, dollar's dominance as the reserve currency of the world. And it will also increase demand for treasury bills here in America, which is a good thing as well.
Can you explain that? I need to explain that. Why would it increase demand for treasury securities, treasury bills and bonds?
Because the stablecoin legislation requires that each dollar stablecoin be backed fully by either a dollar in cash or short-term treasuries. To do that, the stablecoin issuer has to go and purchase short-term treasuries. Already, stablecoin issuers are large owners of treasuries, and by 2030, Citi projects that stablecoin issuers will be the largest owner of U.S. treasuries in the world.
Can I ask?
Boom. You guys heard it right here on this channel and Versan's as well. So this is definitely true. RLUSD stablecoin is gonna rule the world, and if people don't believe it, they can go fuck themselves. Seriously, we've been telling everybody this, and if people don't want to adapt to the information and just want to be ignorant, that's completely fine. But you cannot deny the truth. People, you cannot deny the truth. This is actually real. This is actually happening, and it's here to stay, whether you like it or not. Moving on. Digital asset investor, the XRP up years. XRP Liberation Day is coming. Lock in. So from 2021, 2024, regulatory capture, lawsuits, media attacks, political attacks. 2025, XRP set free. So, of course, also entering into 2026, that's actually happening as well. So we'll definitely see. We're actually really excited to see what's going to happen. All right, moving on. Ripple X. Braza Group's new USD-backed stablecoin USDB is launching on the XRP ledger, giving individuals and institutions a seamless and secure way to move value across borders. And this on the website as well. We'll take a look at it right here. Just give me a minute. So with both USDB and BBRL on the XRP ledger, Braza is creating a scalable bridge between traditional finance and crypto in Latin America. So, clicked on the link. We here as well. This is from Ripple's website. This is Brazil, of course, and Braza Group announces launch of USDB stablecoin on the XRP ledger. So that means also countries can be actually announcing their own stable coins, but everything is going to be on the XRP ledger. So this is also proof. This is also proof that the stable coins that they've been saying and all this Genius Act, a bill that it got passed, is all literally because of the main thing of the stable coin is XRP ledger. This is the most important one, XRP ledger. So this is completely important. What is happening? This is all revolves and it involves XRP ledger. And this is proof right here. But I want to hear also read. So this is from Sao Paulo, May 22, 2025. Braza Group just announced the launch of the new USDB stablecoin on the XRP ledger as decentralized layer 1 blockchain designed for efficient tokenization and exchange of real-world assets. Pegged 1-1 to the US dollar, USDB is 100% backed by assets such as US and Brazilian government bonds and is regularly audited. The digital asset combines the stability of traditional currency with the benefits of blockchain technology. Its goal is to offer secure and cost-effective solutions for digital transactions by individuals and companies. Guys, you cannot make this shit up. This is actually completely true what is going on currently. Everything they've been passing about the stable coin regulation bill, Genius Act and such is all about XRP and its ledger and whatever that supports and complements XRP and its technologies and their protocols. So this is completely true. All right, this is also the Genius Act. As you guys can see right here, requirements for issuing payment stable coins. So I'm not gonna read all this, but I'm gonna have you guys pause and you guys can read it. But this is crucial information because Genius Act is an important bill here that this proves that countries can create stable coins and all going to be in the XRP ledger. So this is currently all true. So if you guys want to take a pause here and read through this, this is important. All right. Oh, this one is good. Stable coins could be issued by banks and credit union through subsidiaries or non-banks, which would not be restricted to financial firms, each of which would be required to register with the appropriate federal regulator. Okay. All right. I think that's it for us today. But other than that, you guys can read through this. Most definitely, this is all the bill. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. This is an amazing time to come up here and speak to you guys and update you what's going on and try to actually clear some noise in the crypto space because there's a lot of noise in the crypto space and it's not really good because this creates commotion and people stealing information left to right and putting breaking in their title. It's crazy, but this clears some air and this definitely shows some truth. Other than that, if you guys want to believe in lies, you can guys watch people who are reading from a tablet or something. But this is completely true. Other than that, but thank you guys for watching. Have a blessed evening, blessed morning, blessed whatever you guys are at, whatever time you guys are currently in. But I'll see you guys in the next time. So definitely, if you have anything or topics you want me to cover, let me know in the comments. And also, please, I just pulled up a Patreon, just launched it. So please, it's in the description if you guys want to check it out. I'll be sending also information, documents that proves our information that is true. So especially research that I've been digging up from the BIS to the IMF and so on and so forth. And you guys can read it and please subscribe to the Patreon, subscribe to the channel, and like this video as well. And I'll see you guys next time. Take care. Peace.